Could Jim from The Office, aka John Krasinski, be returning as Mr. Fantastic in Avengers Doomsday? Good evening, YouTube. Dfromm here. Welcome to the Chill Zone. Thank you for joining me. The third Avengers Doomsday trailer shows the return of Patrick Stewart's Professor X. This continues to bring in Fox's X-Men characters into the MCU. We also see Cyclops and Magneto. Very cool in this trailer. This is by far the coolest trailer of the three. We see some serious action. But it continues to blow open the multiverse for Doomsday and open the potential can of worms that could lead to John Krasinski returning. Now, we have seen Patrick Stewart's Professor X in the MCU already, people. We have seen him as Professor X in the Multiverse of Madness. He was the head of the Illuminati in the multiverse that Doctor Strange and America Chavez went to try to stop Wanda. They tried to warn this Illuminati, and they all died, including Professor X in this. And this is the movie. We got to see the glorious John Krasinski fulfill destiny and become Reed Richards. However, he was not the smartest man alive. He became spaghetti right a few minutes into this scene here after saying, "Watch out for Black Bolt. He could destroy you with his mouth." What mouth? The iconic scene. But yes, we got to see him in this, though briefly. And yeah, the whole Illuminati got wiped out, including Professor X. So we're led to believe this is probably a different universe as Professor X. But does this mean we can't have John Krasinski return? Yes, I know what you're saying. They already have the Fantastic Four, and they already have Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. But why, oh why, does that mean we can't see Jim? We already here's some big news. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, if you didn't know, he is going to be in Doomsday in place of Tom Holland. Now, I am not saying that John Krasinski is going to be the main Reed Richards. He's not going to replace Pedro Pascal in this movie. But who's to say he won't have another little cameo like he did in Multiverse of Madness? And this, as a side note, it sounds like Wolverine and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman v. Tobey Maguire, is going to be happening in Doomsday. This movie is going to be chaos. What the heck is happening? Excuse this random lady staring at you, this AI lady, but this is insane. We are going to see Tobey Maguire face off against Hugh Jackman, the greatest showman. And let's not forget who directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Yes, Sam Raimi, the same guy who directed Multiverse of Madness. People, Sam Raimi directs Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, directs Multiverse of Madness. Tobey Maguire is in Doomsday. John Krasinski, Multiverse of Madness. Could he be in Doomsday? Maybe. Don't rule me out, people. Let's make the dream come true. That is what they did. And if this is going to be the multiverse of... Oh no, that movie already happened. But the Doomsday is basically the real Multiverse of Madness, where we only saw like 2 other universes and some for like a montage of 1 minute. And this really is going to be the clash. And I'm sure they're going to have a huge Avengers Assemble moment like they did in Endgame. And they're probably going to throw in everyone and anyone, and maybe they get John Krasinski to be a part of this. They already got James Marsden to reprise Cyclops, most famously known for being the co-star of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's how I know this beautiful man. People, we had Howard the Duck in Endgame. If you didn't know, he appeared for like 2 frames in that epic final battle. And I'm sure Secret Wars, maybe they'll do it in Doomsday, they lose, and then in Secret Wars they win. Maybe they'll do it again. I'm sure at some point they're going to have a mega Avengers Assemble moment. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see a bunch of multiverse Reed Richards, and one of them's going to be John Krasinski. And if that happens, people, I am the one who called it. Clip this video. Jim from The Office, John Krasinski in Doomsday, in Secret Wars, Let's make it happen, people. And if he's not in Doomsday, then let's hype it up and make sure he's in Secret Wars through this video. We could make the prediction happen through hyping it up. You never know. John Krasinski's a goated guy. I'm sure he would be down to just show up for a little cameo. So that's my theory, guys. I want John Krasinski to be Reed Richards. I love Pedro Pascal, but they shouldn't have thrown away John Krasinski in 10 minutes in Multiverse of Madness. They wasted him. I want to see him return in some way, shape, or form. In other news, we see that the fourth Doomsday, the fourth and final of this one every week thing for Avatar Fire and Ash, is going to be the Thing meeting with the Wakandans, it would sound like, which this probably takes place after their kid was taken and he's probably jumping through the multiverse. Reed Richards probably figured it out, and they're trying to assemble across the multiverse. And maybe this is the first meeting of the 838 and our mainline MCU universe. All right, guys, finally some excitement in the MCU. We have had bad movie after bad movie, and it's time for hype. We got Spider-Man, we got Doomsday. Let's just hit some home runs here, and let's bring back Jim from The Office. Thank you, guys. Comment below if you think that's even going to happen. What do you think the % chance is for Jim to return? Thank you.